Ole Sankok.
Thank you very much, Honorable Speaker, for giving me this opportunity to also inject my voice on this very important motion and a report from the Public Accounts Committee led by Honorable Wandai, who is also a very good friend of mine and a very progressive thinker in this House. And I really thank him and his committee for having come up with a very elaborate report. Honorable Speaker, and as you have rightly said, that if there was a time that this House should have been full, it is this day. If there is a time that we will play our role as a House, it is this day. Honorable Speaker, you have quoted other democracies in which the whole nation will have been following keenly what is happening, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, because if our Public Accounts Committee is given teeth to bite, and this House is serious to empower the Public Accounts Committee by being here, debating and scrutinizing this report to assist to enrich the report, Honorable Speaker, I'm sure we will reduce the wastage of public resources by 90%, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, today I am really shocked, Honorable Speaker, to learn this mega and massive wastage of taxpayers' money through dubious ways, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, as the Swahili people say, nyani aone kundule. They are pointing fingers on the wrong people, yet corruption have started happening in this country way back 1986. I hear Mtiani House, a white elephant project that we keep on pumping money, and they keep on colluding with the courts and the contractors, Honorable Speaker, so that they can pay little amount, a house that is costing billion. Imagine a building costing billion, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, if I can take an example of the tourism, of course, during the Kibaki era, where there was a minister from the ODM side that gave a contract of around 18 million. Honorable Speaker, over time, we have already paid 200 million and we owe 70 million. Surely, watu waogope Mungu, waogope dhambi. That is in court. Honorable Speaker, increasing from 18 million to 200 million, and we have not finished payment, even if it is eating. If it is from 18 million to 20 million, it is a bit understandable because of some dynamics and some change in terms of living standard and others, and inflation. But surely from 18 million in a duration of less than 10 years to 300 million, and God knows where it will go because it have not yet ended, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, planting of grass is also another avenue to eat money. Kenyans have become eaters. They eat even grass. Now you can imagine planting grass, which our youth from primary school and even secondary school will have just been contracted with a bottle of soda and a loaf, and they will have planted those grass, Honorable Speaker. That's what they do in the young farmers clubs, Honorable Speaker. But we are losing billions of shillings. 330 million given to a company that was formed in 2007, 2008, during another famous handshake, and then it vanishes in 2009. No details can be got of that company. Honorable Speaker, it was just after the famous handshake of 2007, 2008. No wonder, after another handshake, there is scams ahead, there is also COVID-19 billionaires and mafia house. I think we should also review these issues of handshakes because they may not be handshake. They may be handshakes, hard checks, Honorable Speaker. Because this trend is worrying. Honorable Speaker, land compensation. What is happening is that the cartels in the ministry, and I think we should be very serious, identify that we are constructing a railway line between town A to town B, like between Nairobi to Narok. And then they rush and buy land because they are the ones who are in custody of the plans and the maps. So they buy lands around that area at very cheap prices. And then, because they are hungry hyenas, they don't only multiply by 2 the price they bought the land, they multiply by 1,000. You find a land that was bought at 100,000 Kenya shillings being sold to the government at 1 or 2 million. Honorable Speaker, these are really ruthless people. These are not human beings. They lack morals, Honorable Speaker. And this house must be very serious so that you can flush them out, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the Bible says that if an eye is disturbing you, you can remove that eye. If these people must be paraded in Uhuru Park and be shot dead, Honorable Speaker, be it, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the other issue is white elephants, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, I was the chairman, National Council for Persons with Disability. And we never had a single white elephant. And I think we should think ways through the chairman of Public Accounts Committee and the Budget and Appropriation Chairman, so that this house can come up with laws that if you cannot complete a project, don't start it. In the National Council for Persons with Disability, I introduced a law that if the building, because mostly we are building special schools, if the building costs 1 million, we give you the total 1 million. You go and do your own procurement as a head teacher, not the National Council for Persons with Disability, and make sure that you give us, deliver the building that you gave us in the bills of quantities, Honorable Speaker. What is so difficult in saying that because this one costs this amount of money, let's wait until we get the full amount and start the building and finish. These white elephants are like the Mitiani House and even the Standard Gauge Railway, Honorable Speaker, which have ended up a rail. You know, I used not to believe to people from the media when they say a rail to nowhere, until I saw the SGR Phase 2B ending in a remote area called a Murtoto with one shop and one butchery, and a butchery that is open only on Wednesdays. Honorable Speaker, and that is the end of a rail. What is the catchment area? And we have constructed from Suswa Dry Port to a Murtoto 52 kilometers. We are only shy of 12 kilometers to Narok Town, where we can get a catchment area of the wheat, of barley, of other products and animals byproduct, Honorable Speaker. But we have ended it to nowhere. Now we have diverted all the resources because there is something called the handshake. We have to appease to other people. We have diverted it to Naivasha and all the way to Kisumu, Honorable Speaker, leaving 52 kilometers in dire disuse and open to vandalism, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, pending bills. Persons with disabilities. My president thought of a way of economically empowering them through what we call access to government procurement opportunities by persons with disability, women, and youth. But this one have become a curse to us, Honorable Speaker. We have lost so many persons with disability, Honorable Speaker, because through AGPO, they are given tenders, they are given contracts, Honorable Speaker, which they are never paid. You can imagine you have borrowed money from the bank. The bank is counting days and months and years, increasing their interest, Honorable Speaker. And because you are not able to pay, there are penalties for you not, because you have not been able to pay. The government is sitting on with your money and they will not pay you with the accruing interest, Honorable Speaker. Honorable Speaker, the profit that you are supposed to make of 30% goes to all the interest, Honorable Speaker, and sometimes go into your pocket and your auction, Honorable Speaker. Many persons with disability have committed suicide because of these pending bills. It should stop. Thank you. I do support, Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Chada.